Well, welcome back. We are going camping. Spent the last several hours getting everything packed up. We are busting at the seams. Got the canoe, the kayak, and we're going on a multi-day trip. Some of it we'll film for you guys, some of it we're not, because we're gonna be with family and stuff, but we're gonna go have some fun. It's gonna be a good trip. Looking forward to it. I'm already tired just from packing. We stopped off a little earlier than we planned, but there's a little pool off here just off the highway it's a little kind of a campground. It's got picnic tables and little oven thing, not ovens, grills and fire pit. So we decided to go ahead and stop. It was about 7:30 when we got here and the sun was going down, so we decided to go ahead and stop here and make some hot dogs real quick, get the kids fed, and then we'll either just go ahead and camp here, there's nobody else here, or we'll push on. The only downside here is it's right next to the road, so there's some road noise. And other than that, there's really not a downside. It may be windier here because this is on top of the ridge, and it's supposed to storm tonight. So we may push on, we'll see. We're gonna eat, and then we'll decide. It'll be the kids' bedtime by the time they get done. So we'll either load back up and push on, or we'll just go to bed here, so. We've eaten and got our stuff thrown back in the vehicle, and we're gonna go on down the road a little further. Hopefully the kids will fall asleep and they can start going to bed, and then we'll pull them out and throw them in the camper here in a little bit when we get to a better spot. We're mostly leaving because it's right on top of a hill. It's right by the road, which is not exactly where we want to be, and we've got a big storm supposedly coming tonight, so we're a little concerned about. There's some big old trees right here, which is great, but I'd rather have smaller trees around me in a big windstorm, because if a tree that size fell, it would just crush everything, including us. A smaller tree, we might be okay. And the wind's probably gonna be really strong, so we're right on top of a ridge, basically right here. So we're gonna try to get somewhere a little bit lower since it's gonna be storming, and a little bit closer to where we're going. So we're gonna head back down the road a little ways. I just stopped to look at a spot. Here's a little camp area right here. Someone got my grill out here. Wouldn't be a bad spot. There's a camper over there. I can hear some water running over here. We'll mark this spot so we know where it's at. Yeah, a little creek right here. So we could definitely stop here, and it's not a bad spot. It's actually a pretty nice spot. The creek running. It's really tempting. The only problem is we've got to keep dropping down further before we come up again. And with the rain that's coming in, I'm not familiar with this area very much, and I'm afraid with the rain coming in that this area we got to drop down to. I have no idea what the creek crossing is. I know it's a bigger creek, and we have to cross it to go out without turning and backtracking, which I don't really want to do. So we're probably going to skip this spot for now and try to get across the creek, get up on some higher ground on the other side, and then set up. That way we don't have to worry about crossing it after the rain tonight and the rain tomorrow. So I think that's what we'll do. But we'll mark this one for future reference. Not a bad little spot. Seems a little patience has paid off, and we found a really cool, really nice spot here. Creek right there is where we're going to park it for the night. A little tree leaning over here. It doesn't look too bad. These trees look pretty healthy. There's one over here. That one is leaning a little bit. I was a little concerned about it, so I didn't want to get underneath it, but I think we're in a pretty good spot. I think this is going to work. Pretty level, pretty open. Fire pit if we have time, or it's not, probably won't even get to have a fire, but I think this will be a good spot. So this is where we're going to call home for tonight.
Office in North Little Rock. Your National Weather Service forecast for western Arkansas and southeast Oklahoma. Tonight, a chance of thunderstorms in the evening. Showers. Thunderstorms after midnight. Some thunderstorms may be severe in the evening. Some thunderstorms may be severe after midnight. Lows in the mid-50s. East wind 5 to 10 miles an hour in the evening, becoming 10 miles an hour after midnight. The chance of rain 90%.
Good morning, everybody. It is sopping wet, still raining, a little lightning occasionally, though I think most of that's moved off from us. We gotten up, ate breakfast in the camper, had some good homemade muffins it's always good to have breakfast options or any meal option that you can do without having to cook at all. That's very easy to grab, especially when you're camping with kids. So we've eaten that. Now we got to get everybody out of the camper, into the vehicle, and we're going to get back on the road while it's raining and make some more progress. But it's just wet. Everything is soaking wet, so it's going to get interesting. We got some more creek crossings. Don't have any idea what they're like or how big the creek is there, but we're going further down, so the creek will be getting bigger as we go, so it might get interesting. But man, great camping spot. Now you can see it in the daylight. Really nice spot here. And I hadn't mentioned, we're not in the Ozarks right now. We're in the Ouachita National Forest, so completely different area from where we're usually at, but a lot to do down here as well. Not as much waterfalls and some of that type stuff, but still a cool area. So we're gonna get the kids in the vehicle and get back on the road.
Saturday night and Sunday, partly cloudy. A chance of showers and isolated thunderstorms in the evening and overnight. Lows in the lower 50s. Highs in the upper 70s.
Look at this bloomed out tree over here. Well, we've made it back to pavement, and we're gonna go a little further down here, and we're gonna go to Lake Ouachita and set up camp close to the lake down there, and we're gonna be there for the next few days before headed back. So we'll probably do some more exploring, some more places, and maybe do some hiking. We're actually at the trailhead, one of the trailheads into the Ouachita Trail, so we may hike some of it and maybe tomorrow or something.
It stops raining.
Yeah, when it's not raining, when it's not completely sopping wet, but it should be pretty. The red buds are bloomed out, so they're nice and pretty and purple right now. But we meander on down and go get camp set up and then see what we're gonna do from there.